Welcome, lovely Cancer, to your general timeless reading. I will begin your reading with crystal and turbid seashell scrying, symbolic cards, tarot and oracle cards as divinely led, and also I do have charms for you at the end. Okay, lovely Cancer, let's go ahead and roll and see what Spirit has in store. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, all who are with me in the highest divine realms of love and truth, I ask that you please give me clear understanding, clear communication, and interpretation skills to bring forth the most loving, truthful information that Cancer needs to know most. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa, here. Woo, that was hard. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Who's Cancer? Okay. And what is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. So Cancer, you're going to have to be very, very careful how you react to situations over the next 2 to 3 months. Okay. I know this is a timeless reading, and whenever you see this, even if it's 5 years later, it's going to be for you then. Okay. So what I'm seeing in the crystals is it was like I was seeing two different visions. So the first one, it was like you had two rag dolls in your hands that looked like people. Okay, you had them around the neck. You're like, oh, I can't take it anymore. Then in the second vision, I saw you look over your shoulder and you went, like you were so shocked because there were all kinds of people that saw you do this. So I feel like Spirit's giving you a warning here to make sure that whatever challenges come towards you, it could be people, it could be situations, okay? Situations themselves. Um, but whatever this is, please remember people are watching you. And I feel like because of how it came through, that there are many people like waiting for that, just that right moment to catch you doing something that they think you shouldn't do, or how you would react and they think you shouldn't react, right? I feel like it's a lot of gossipy people. So just be careful of that. Um, yeah. Okay, Spirit, anything else for Cancer? Anything else? Okay, here. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I see snakes in the negative sense. Yeah, and you're sitting over to the side like a teddy bear. So, and you have like your right cheek, you're sitting down, you have your right cheek over onto your right palm, okay? And it's like you're looking down kind of sad, and it's like, man, I wish they had not have seen me react that way. I wish I had not reacted like that. Something like that, okay? So it's just spirit clarifying. Make sure to be careful how you react to situations. That's also telling me that for many of you, um these could be situations that kind of happen like back to back, okay, because the way you were like trying to strangle the dolls, it was like, I can't take any more, one more thing and that's it, I'm done, is that kind of feeling, okay? So it could be where things just seem to like one challenge hits you and then here comes something else before you complete this one, right? So just be mindful of that. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the symbolic cards and see what Spirit has in store. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, please give me top two cards for Cancer. Please tell me when to stop. Please give me the top two cards for Cancer. Please tell me when to stop. Thank you. Oh, now? Okay, I just heard stop, stop, stop. Okay, so we're going to leave it here. Top two. We have new job and we have single life. Okay, so I feel like what this is saying, Cancer, it's very interesting. You have two arrows, first of all, together. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the arrows, they're both heading the same direction. So I feel like first of all, with the new job, there's something new either you're creating. That could be the dolls themselves, okay? That could be new hobbies, new jobs that you're creating, and you get really frustrated with them because you can't figure them out. That will be for some of you, but also single life. So I feel like these are going to require a lot of your time. Okay. So this may be something that, with you being single, you can have more time to complete these jobs or these things that you're wanting to build or start. So that would be very beneficial for you. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a relationship, leave your partner so you can go do these new jobs. No. I just feel like Spirit's saying here that they're going to be very time consuming for you. And so if you are in a relationship, you may want to talk to your significant other prior to starting these tasks, because there was more than one, to let them be aware, hey, this is what I'm getting ready to start. This is going to take a lot of my time for a while until I get it built up, something like that. But here's the nice thing with this card. You see the water's calm. Okay. There is a cloud in the sky, but it's white. So because it's a white cloud and not gray, symbolically, that's telling me that this isn't going to be something that's going to be a horrible challenge. Okay. It may be frustrating because it may be blocking your way or blocking something you're not seeing for just, briefly, but just remember, take a deep breath, and this is going to pass by. It's not like it's going to come, like a huge thunderstorm. And then you have single life. Look at the path here. It's straight. There's no curves, right? So you've got a straight path ahead. It's like Spirit's telling you, whatever this new job or new business you want to start, new hobby, going back to school, whatever this is, there's a straight path ahead. Okay. But it does come with challenges. You've got clouds in the sky again, but they're all white. Okay. So this one may be a little bit more challenging for you because it is covering like almost half the sky here. But again, these will pass by. It's not like it's going to come a huge thunderstorm because the clouds are not gray here. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the tarot or the oracle. Where would you like for me to go, Spirit? Which deck? Ooh, this one. Okay, thank you. Okay, what would you like to tell lovely Cancer, please? What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know for this reading, please, Spirit? Thank you. And what do we have? We have dream interpretation. It says decode dream symbols to uncover messages from your subconscious. Subconscious symbols and revelation. So many of you may be having a lot of dreams right now or getting ready to step into that energy. And it's always a great idea to make sure that when you do have a dream journal, or what I do now, I used to put everything on paper. When I'm in bed now, I do use my phone because what I like to do, because my phone, it tells me the date and the time. So like if I have to come back and show someone, because, I have to prove myself a lot to people because they're like, no way, you didn't know that ahead of time, right? You may not be going through that, but some of you may. Okay. So I put them in my phone now, for my own personal experiences, and of course draw them out if need be. But if it's not anything that needs to be drawn out, of course I leave it in my phone. That way, I can come back, whenever and say, see, I was told this on this date and time. And that way, it's in the phone. There's nothing I can do to change that, right? Okay, so some of you may actually be getting information through visions, or like when you're awake. Okay. That could be the case too. But since this says dream interpretation, I feel like Spirit's saying that many of you are going to be having like dream downloads at this time. Anything with that, Spirit? Anything else? No. Okay. Continue with this deck. No. Okay. So I'm going to leave that one here. Okay. All right. Where would you like for me to go? Here. Thank you. That was fast. Okay. What would you like to tell Cancer? What does Cancer need to know most, please, Spirit? Thank you. These two? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. And we have 9 of Cups. Look at here. You have wish fulfillment. That is amazing. That is your very first card out. Okay, which one next? This one? Thank you. And what do we have? Ooh, the Emperor. Okay, so Cancer, that is all 4 kings in the tarot wrapped up into one. So this is going to be a time where you are going to be bossing up here, like majorly. Like you are literally going to become that business owner, or you're going to become this great leader of some kind. Okay. But there's something here. You are definitely starting and you're going to be over it. You could be an entrepreneur, some kind of social media influencer, whatever this is, it's going to be like top dog. And this is going to be your wish fulfillment. The thing is, you want to remember, this card can mean, I know it's not in the reverse, but it can mean gluttony. Okay. So you want to make sure, stay again in the right energy because of what I saw in the crystals in the beginning. Just make sure that you remember, anything that you don't want other people to see as far as your emotions, I would make sure to just think of it as no matter what you're doing, someone's looking over your shoulder, okay, for the next while, because someone's definitely just waiting for that second that you slip. And the thing is, Cancer, we're all human. We all slip. I slip every day. Whether it's thoughts that I have to come back and say, Michelle, I just make a mistake, whatever. But we're all in human body here in this 3D, right? So, we are not perfect. None of us are perfect. We all mess up. We all think the wrong thing or take something the wrong way, whatever this is for you. But just make sure that as you are bossing up here, as you are becoming either some kind of business owner or teacher, leader, something like that, make sure that just try to catch yourself, try to keep yourself calm, grounded, and in alignment, no matter how stressful this new project or job may be for you. Okay. And it came out with the moon. So I definitely feel like with the moon, yeah, you're bossing up and you've got to be careful, be very careful. Because there could be some shadow stuff again that may try to tempt you to react in, a very stressful manner. But I do feel like the illusions will be removed. Okay. Again, you don't have that many clouds with the jobs themselves. The single life card has quite a bit, right? It could be for some of you that this moon is referring to a time because you have 2 wolves on here. Okay. So it could be referring to a time where if you are in an intimate partner relationship, or it could even just be friendships, friends, families, business partners, whatever this is involving other people, where you could feel stressed out, like people wanting more of your time and it's not there. And you might feel like, I'm just going to take my phone and sling it across the road and just be done. I feel like that sometimes. See, I'm human. But, Cancer, that could be what that's stemming from as well, though. Other people wanting more of your time when you're in the middle of bossing up. Okay. But it's all going to be revealed as long as you stay calm, collected, um, stay grounded. You've got this. All right. Continue with this deck. Yes. Ooh, that was strong. Okay, what else for Cancer? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And which one first? This one? This one. Ooh, this one. Okay, thank you. Reverse or upright? Upright. We have 7 of Cups. So yeah, you're going to have lots of options. But it came out with the Knight of Wands. Now, so what I feel like, let me show you this card. What I feel like, since it came out with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, that's like, you know, going after your passions. Okay. What really, really puts a fire in your belly, what really makes your heart sing. And I feel like Spirit is saying here that, although you might have different options, and again, I saw 2, so there's more than one ragdoll, you were strangling. So I feel like Spirit's saying that out of many options, choose the ones that are really going to bring you happiness, okay? Regardless if, they may be challenging. It may be things you have to learn from scratch. And remember that that's okay. And things when we have to, I'm working on something right now. I just started working on something where I'm having to learn a whole different way to do it, okay? And so it's going to take me longer, but it's going to give me more advantages, and it's something that I enjoy. Okay, so I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to guide you to here. Okay, so any more from this deck? Yes. Okay, I feel like I need to split it up. I never do this during a reading, always before, but I'm feeling like I have to split it. There. Yes. Okay. Top 2. Okay, so we have 1 and we have 2. Interesting. Okay. First one we have. Okay, we've got the Hermit. Yeah, this is going to require you to go into Hermit mode. Yeah, because that's the single life right there. Okay, this is going to be very time consuming, but it is going to bring you wish fulfillment, and it is going to help you come into this emperor energy, help you boss up. So for those of you that don't understand what the Hermit card means, basically for me intuitively, the Hermit card, this is a card of a time when you need to kind of seclude yourself. Okay, whether it's to work, whether it's to rest, meditate, receive information, but it's like a get quiet time, so you can reflect uh, on things that you've learned, things you've been through, so you can take time out to heal. But it's about taking time out. Okay, so I feel like this is going to require you to take time out from people. Okay, and it came out with the Chariot. Yeah, this is something that's definitely going to take off quick. And look, it is right under the Emperor card, and you have the 9 of Cups here. Okay, now it is going towards the moon. It's actually traveling up towards the moon, okay, with illusions. But I do feel like, because you have the angel wings here and they're white, that's symbolic for spiritual guidance and spiritually led. I do feel like where you're going up in a diagonal like this towards the moon, that you're actually going to be, again, removing any type of illusion. Okay. Oh, thank you. And Spirit said the clouds. I was like, what about the clouds? They're over the clouds, they're above the clouds. So it's like you're going to be rising above the challenges. You've got this. Wow, that is so cool. Okay, where would you like for me to go next? Okay, Spirit's wanted me to continue with the same deck. Interesting. Okay, what else for Cancer, please? What else for Cancer? What else for Cancer? Whoa. That was me, guys. Hold on. Hold on. That was not spirit for real. Okay. See, I messed up, right? We all do. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so just these. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Let me put these back over. Okay, where do you want me to begin? Which one? This one? Okay, so this one's next, and then which one? This one? Whoa, where are we going? Where are we going? Back here? There's more. This, okay, there's more. There's more that has to come out. Okay. What are we telling Cancer? What are we telling Cancer? This one? Yes. Okay. All right. Let me flip these back over. I've got them all mixed up. Okay. So, I take it the second card is this one. Okay. So, we have 9 of Swords. Okay. I'll flip them over in just a minute, guys. Which one next? This one? Okay. And then this one. Okay. So, let's go here. What do we have? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. See, you are going straight into a brand new potential opportunity, right? If you take action on it. Okay. Now you do have the 9 of Swords here, and the 9 of Swords is coming from the moon. You have the 7 of Cups here, a lot of options. Yeah. So I feel like Spirit's saying here, when this illusion is removed for you, when you begin seeing things clearly on your path ahead and exactly what you want to do, when you see it's kind of like seeing all kinds of options, then you get stressed out. Remember, you were doing this, right? It's like seeing, you know what, I want to do this, I want to create this, I want to work here, I want, whatever. All these things going on. And then you having sleepless nights and becoming anxious because you start feeling like, oh my gosh, I've got so much on me. I've got all these projects, when there may be a few projects that you need to release, you need to let go of, because they're not where your heart is. They're not what makes your heart sing. If they're bringing on too much stress onto your life, I mean, I get a little bit of stress, that does kind of come with starting new things. However, if it's to the point, Cancer, where you're like, I can't take anymore, that might be where you need to reevaluate and look at the things you're creating, or, new projects you're doing, whatever this is. Okay. And just make sure that it's something that is fulfilling to you. It really needs to be driven by your heart. Okay. Reverse or upright. Upright. And what do we have? Wheel of Fortune. Look, this is something, I'm telling you, this is something fated, something divinely led here. But you've got to take the wheel. If it's just spinning endlessly, right? And it seems like you're just going in circles, it's going to be up to you to figure out, which one of these projects is going to make you the most fulfilled, the most happiest. Okay. And then we have reverse or upright, upright. And we have, oh my gosh, I love it. Look how your ending is, or your reading is ending. Look at that, the Sun card. And you have a horse, freedom. So I feel like this is going to bring you into not only financial freedom, but I feel like this is going to bring you into like emotional freedom at the same time. You're going to be able to release all that stress buildup, because you're going to be actually going towards things that make you happy. Okay, so I love this for you. Let's go ahead and pull a charm of charms. Cheryl, would you like to tell Cancer? Thank you. Let's see what we have. I love it. You have a rocket. Look at this. A rocket, my friend. There's your Chariot. Okay. It's going to happen fast. It's going to happen very, very fast. But remember the key things. You're going to have challenges here. Remember how you react to them. It's going to probably require a lot of your time, right? It's going to require you to kind of back away from other people for a while you're getting used to things, getting things going, right? Anything else, Spirit? That's it. That's it. This is beautiful. All right, lovely Cancer. I'm going to leave this here for you. So much love, happiness, and success, my friends. And as always, find your miracle in everything because I assure you, if you look hard enough, you will find it. Much love.